We've already made up our mind. We're suing this motherfucker.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This very special episode of the White Boy Report is brought to you by your new #1 source for gaming news, John Scarce, and the anti-Keemstar Illuminati. It is your host, with the most, White Boy 7th Street, and this episode of the White Boy Report, Keemstar vs. Grade A and friends. Keemstar in this fight is down over 150,000 subscribers in only 2 weeks. In part 2 of Grade A's exposed video, he brings up a video from this fine program, the White Boy Report. We're gonna play the original program right here and you guys can judge for yourself.
Into the news, our first story is coming in from West Seneca, New York, where cult leader and DramaAlert host Killer Keemstar's Twitter sent out several strongly worded tweets. Viewer discretion is advised. On the evening of February 16th, the tweets started to come in. The first one reads, "Hello, my name is DJ Keemstar, and I like to physically and emotionally abuse my girlfriend. I am a fucking huge faggot. Next, I am a douchebag, and everything I touch turns to shit, 'cause I am a selfish fucking bastard. Next, I just stabbed my girlfriend in the cheek with her own card keys, 'cause I wanted to go out, drink, with only Use Me Blade. 20 minutes previous to these tweets, Killer Keemstar released this Instagram picture featuring only Use Me Blade in a bar type setting. Back to the tweets. I wish I could show you how much of a fucking Keemstar has fucked me over. Cheated on me in my fucking birthday? What a guy. This is a hack. But it's actually from his girlfriend, whom has lived through his hell. And fuck him!" Then Keemstar regains control of his Twitter account and says it was a hack. But the hashtag White Boy Report wasn't going to stop there. We dug deeper and did some top-notch investigative journalism, and this is what we found out. Both the tweets from the supposed hack and Keemstar's regular tweets have the same location. Is this a coincidence or a Keemstar cover-up? I just report the news. I'll let the comment section decide that one. Our next story.
Now, why am I making this video years after the first DramaAlert exposed video? Why am I here after I've forgiven Keem for all the bad things and crimes he has done against me? Because I wouldn't be a man. More importantly, I wouldn't be a gaming journalist if I didn't give the community the facts, especially in a time like this. I take the responsibility of reporting gaming news very, very seriously, just as Keemstar does, and the facts need to be out there. Keemstar claims his Twitter got hacked and it wasn't his girlfriend. Now, I don't have proof of this, but I do remember a time where a similar incident happened where his Twitter got hacked again, and the same pattern of tweets from an alleged girlfriend talking about how she got beat. Now, Keemstar said on the stream recently that she's gonna have an interview with Keemstar on DramaAlert to clear the air. Now, Only Use Me Blade, a good friend of Keemstar, did make a video vouching for Keem. He was with Keem that night and he said
about his girlfriend being beaten or whatever. A lot of people thought that was like legitly true, and I'm telling you it wasn't. The night in question, Your Honor.
This is something else Only Use Me Blade said.
Fucking nigger. Fucking niggers!
You fucking nigger!
I made the first White Boy Report to give Keem a little taste of his own medicine, vaguely reporting news stories with little to no credibility behind them, taking things out of context, exaggerating and instigating situations. And this caused Keemstar to have a great hatred towards me. For the next few months, we engaged in multiple Twitter battles, which led to Keemstar wanting to come to my house and fight me. He asked publicly on Twitter for my information, for my address, for my docs, and 20 minutes later, the police got sent to my house. Now, this is the only time after this incident that the police have came to my house from a swatting, and Keem and I, like I said, were going back and forth on Twitter for months. And it's convenient that the only time he asked for my address, that's when I get swatted. I'm not saying he had anything to do with it. I think his defense will be that he can't control his fans, but I think karma has definitely came around, because even if it wasn't your intention to get me swatted, I don't think you were actually planning to come to my house and fight me over a DramaAlert parody of the White Boy Report. And I think you got a taste of karma this week, where Grade A exposes the fact that Keem's docs are out there on the internet, and on his live stream, Keem admitted that his family has been getting a lot of harassment in the real world, and I don't think that's cool whatsoever. But you know, karma does come around here. And I think Keemstar should have just took the White Boy Report as a parody and as a joke, and exposing the fact that DramaAlert does some things wrong. And I think the excuse is bullshit, that you're just reporting the news, or I was just trolling, or it was just a joke. Like, that's a third grade excuse. Where's the justice for Bashaverse? This whole DramaAlert experience seemed, from the outside looking in, to fuck up his entire life. I don't want this bullshit from Keemstar saying, oh, me and White Boy were friends because Keem has made fun of my dead parents. And this is how I knew Keem was a bad person. His mom recently passed away, I believe, from cancer. And then a few months later, he goes and makes fun of my dead mom, which went through the same thing. I don't know if they had the same connection as me and my mother did, but I knew Keem was a bad person ever since I got that tweet from him. And I don't want this bullshit, like, excuse, me and White Boy were friends because I helped him get verified. You can't buy off the White Boy Report. We are unbiased gaming journalists, and we're coming for your number 2 spot, Keem. I'm looking for help from the Illuminati, of Leafy, of GradeAUnderA, of Scarce, and Pyro. I'm looking to be that number 2 spot to truly exterminate Keemstar. He needs to be the number 5 source, alright? And the White Boy Report is ready to step up to that number 2 spot. So just give me that juice. Maybe slide me some money under the table for this excellent piece of gaming journalist. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the White Boy Report. Let's go for 6.9 likes. The White Boy Report now at 4 inches.